A new business in East Austin is getting some rave reviews, but not from all of its neighbors. You've probably heard about tubing along the Colorado River just off of East Cesar Chavez and Springdale.
East Side Tubes has been open for 2 months now.
Yep, and KXAN has learned now there is a backlash from neighbors over there who don't want the people and the mess, they say, in their backyard or along the river.
KXAN's Angie Bevan went to see what the problems are.
For a small business.
When Dan Walker started East Side Tubes out of his kayaking and fishing business, he knew the concept of floating the river would come with challenges.
We brought on this tubing thing as a risky type thing. Hey, how are y'all doing?
But he never imagined how tough the opposition would be.
Those people in the tubing business cannot control their crowds.
Daniel Yanez is the chair of the River Bluff Neighborhood Association. He says the business attracts more people and trouble to his neighborhood.
They've been out in the sun and they've been drinking, and then they come out and they get in their cars and they drive drunk through our neighborhood. They're promoting and they're capitalizing on a drunken frat party.
That's what's down south, and that's not what's here in Austin. My Sundays are 200 people of families usually.
Another concern, protecting the park on the south shore and a nature preserve on the north.
While Yanez says he's concerned about the environmental problems that tubing could cause, the owners of East Side Tube say they've in fact participated in multiple cleanups out here. They also offer an incentive to tubers who pick up and bring back river trash.
It's cleaner now than it was, and people need to come see that. And all the tubers that come and see that go, wow, this is the cleanest place we've ever been.
Those efforts don't keep the critics at bay.
People in this part of town do not want Lady Bird Lake on the east side commercialized the way that Lady Bird Lake is on the west side.
In Austin, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
The Neighborhood Association has met with various city departments to express their concerns. East Side Tube says they have their commercial operating license and they're waiting for a final certificate of occupancy from the city. They think the opposition from some neighbors is slowing down that process. This is not the first time there's been issues with tubers who live and play along the rivers here in Central Texas. Of most recent note now, New Braunfels city officials reported a more than 90% drop in the amount of litter and trash collected compared to the previous year. In 2012, new rules were put into place banning disposable containers on the Guadalupe and Comal rivers. Following the can ban in New Braunfels, San Marcos changed city park rules there this year to cut down on trash. Styrofoam is no longer allowed there, and tubers and kayakers are allowed to have alcohol in the river, but you can't drink in the San Marcos parks itself.